Hello people, sorry if the audio is bad on this, but the iPhone always does that. Politics. I would write for idiots underneath it, but don't want to be condescending. Now, everybody likes to talk about the right and the left. I can refer to this from a bit of an Australian point of view. It's just easier for perspective because obviously I live in Australia. I've coloured the left pink at the minute for the Labor Party because I don't have a red one, and blue. But that red and blue theme runs between whatever country you go to. They just switch it. Over in America, the right's red and the left are blue. So, all to add to the confusion to the common man. Now, you have right or left, but essentially they both tend to represent the same thing. So despite what you may see as divisions, they're not there. There is no right, there is no left. You know what there is? We'll draw a big box around all of this because this explains it really easily to you. Because now, if we put a little antenna up here, because I'm a bit of an RC fan, oh look, it looks like a remote control. Yes, well, you can go as far right as you want to, but eventually you end up coming back left to the middle and control. You can go as far left as you would like, but in the end you're going to come back here. Oh shit, again, back to the same spot. Look at this. So the right and left is all about keeping control. Neither party really represents anything they claim to stand for. You have the right side in Australia, which is the Coalition, who call themselves Liberal, which is, I believe, them trying to briefly say that they're libertarians, yet they constantly want to put draconian laws in to have control and monitor over people. And the left, everybody loves the left, or everyone's allowed their ideas and their freedom and that, but not if it contradicts the whole government. So they're just as bad for implementing controls. Just look at who brought in the social media ban. Liberal, Labor, right, left, doesn't matter. Republicans, Democrats, Tories in England as they call them, or the Conservatives. Does not mean a pinch of shit. It's all about that at the bottom. The big box it all sits in, control. They don't care. Neither of them represent you. It's an illusion. So if I have to hear another person talk about the right or the left, you kind of lose your mind at a point because are you a fucking kindergartner? Don't you understand? Neither of them exist. There's the big line down the middle that they all belong to, which is the control line. And that's where they want you. They don't want you anywhere else. They don't want you to be free. They don't want you to have rights. Because at the end of the day, it's all about controlling what you do, what you say, where you go, how you act, what you believe in. And if you don't, guess what? You all go to jail. I know this for a fact because I've stood up to the system and I've seen the results of the system. They were willing to lay false charges, manipulate the legal system in the fact of biased judges consistently. My final trial, I was denied an appeal to the High Court because they don't want it to go that high. And I had every right to an appeal, given a big conflict of interest was my argument was with the police, and it ended up being overseen by an ex-police prosecutor. So if you think there's any kind of neutrality within the system to keep this in balance, keep fucking dreaming, people. But yeah, this is a special shout out to my boy Will, who, comes out with some really funky stuff sometimes, and I'll just hold my language a bit, just not to be mean. Everyone else in the group will know who Will is. You guys are all pretty cool. Enjoy the group. But yeah, there's your left, there's your right. Guess what? Doesn't mean a pinch of shit, mate. So you keep chanting someone's a leftist, someone's a rightist. It does not matter. They are all on the same fucking team, okay? Peace.